Alright, so this is your Google Classroom tutorial. Many of you are already past this stage, so I'm going to make sure I go through this part quickly, just in case uh, a couple of you need it, or you kind of forget how you did this, in case you need to create other classes. So you get into your web browser, and you make sure to go to google.com. At that point on this right-hand side, it might say sign in. Please sign in with your teacher account. Mine is gintherj@tigerweb.org and my password. When you get to this point, you hit the Google Dot menu and Google Classroom should show up right here. If it does not, you can literally just Google Google Classroom and there will be, because I've done this before, there are many other links in here. But for you, Google Classroom should be one of the first links that comes up. But it will be here, so let's click on that icon. As you can see, many of you that might be watching this video are already in here. That means that the first thing you did is you went to the plus symbol, you went create a class, you indicated there's another screen that says, hey, are you a student or are you a teacher? Click the I am a teacher, you type in the class name, you type in the subject, and you hit create. I'm going to go ahead and do that just so you know what it looks like. Test. And I'm going to hit create. It's going to generate that classroom. You could think of this as a physical classroom in a sense. The students will visit this page in order to know exactly what your class is going to do that day. It's broken down into 4 parts at the top. The stream. If you're familiar with any type of social media, your stream is where all of your content kind of gets put in some type of order. Classwork, this would, if we're thinking of a classroom, this would be the files that you have available, okay? And this create tab right here, which I'll come back to later, is how you make them accessible to the students. People is how you generate and create your classes and add students to it. In a physical classroom, adding the students is very easy because on the stream tab, there is this code. They're sitting in their room, in your room on the laptops, and you go, all right, guys, type this code in, and they join your class immediately. Many of you are going to have to do a little bit of footwork here, and there's a couple ways to do this. You could take a look at your rosters. You can hit the plus symbol. You could type the student's name in, and you can see they come up right here. I know for many of you, that will be very detailed, especially for the related arts. You guys have 3 grade levels. There are ways around it. I'm going to go ahead and attempt in another training video to focus in on that. Like I said, this is a brief introduction to the basics and getting you logged in. Grades are where you can keep track of grades. We'll get to that at a later point in time after all of the students are enrolled and after they get an assignment done. This is not where the official grades will be kept, if grades are kept at all. So that is a basic introduction to the major parts of Google Classroom.